everybody, my name is Marin with Yoga EVO, and today I want to share with you the Yoga EVO foam roller, which comes with 2 bonus massage balls and a bonus massage roller. I want to focus on firstly teaching you how to foam roll properly so that you can gain the most benefits while you're foam rolling at home. Those benefits include increased circulation, increased flexibility, reducing fascia and your risk of injury, plus a nice soothing massage. So let's go ahead and get started. You want to find a comfortable place where you can foam roll. I have my Yoga EVO yoga mat, and that's because I have hardwood floors, but any soft surface like carpet will do. And we're going to go ahead and take our foam roller. You can see it's nice and sturdy on the inside with a nice soft compression, but like really good trigger points here, and that's going to feel really good, you're going to see. And we're going to place this somewhere on the floor. And what I first want to show you is how to find your trigger points and what to do about them. And we're going to focus on the IT bands, which is our muscle right here. This is because the IT bands are very difficult for us to reach. It's a common issue that causes tightness or knots in our muscles, pulling on our knees or our low back and glutes, causing a lot of pain and issues. So the foam roller is going to get that nice and deep and work it out and hopefully help make you feel a lot better, looser, and more energetic. So putting the foam roller on the mat, we're gonna lay on it just like this. I like starting with my hip on the side, and then just make sure that it's the IT band, so the knee is pointing forward. This upper leg is going to cross over, and you're gonna extend that bottom leg and use your hands for support. So I'm gonna start a little bit down because I'm gonna be rolling up. So I like to start at the top of the hip, and what we're gonna do is just slowly roll down that IT band. And it might be immediately, or you might get quite a ways down your leg and you will then feel tender, painful. It shouldn't be too sharp in pain. It might feel like it, but we're going to use our feet and our hands to control the pressure on the foam roller. But once you find that tender spot, go ahead and stop on that spot. Allow as much pressure as you feel like you can bear, again supporting with your hands and this front leg. And try to breathe in deeply for 5 to 6 deep breaths. You want to focus on relaxing the body, so if you get here and want to come down to your forearms to relax, that's totally fine too. The most important thing is to breathe through it and just apply as much pressure as possible. You don't want to make it so painful that you're stressing yourself out or stressing your system, because the idea is to find that fine line where relaxation and the discomfort meets. So again, breathing in deeply. If you feel like it, you can roll back and forth. This is equivalent to getting a deep tissue massage. So you're breaking up all the scar tissue, loosening up all the tight muscles. As you breathe in deeply and relax, you allow more oxygen and blood flow to the area. And then after you do 5 to 6 deep breaths, go ahead and continue rolling down your leg. You might find another hot spot more towards your knee, or you might find yourself all the way down towards your knee. Either way, you want to approach this the same way, where you're breathing in deeply, applying as much pressure as possible, and if you can, roll back and forth on it. Try to relax that leg and that body. Once you get back down to the top of your knee, you want to make sure you're not rolling over your knee. You're just getting right above it. You can feel free to roll back in the other direction, working on those same spots again, or you can give it a break. Breathe in nice and deep, and then do the other side. So let's go ahead and do the other side together. We're just going to roll it out from the top down to the nearest hot spot. And now the idea is, as you foam roll regularly, you want to be able to roll all the way down and up as if it were no problem. The most ideal scenario is actually having pressure on your legs and being able to roll it up and down just like this. And you might think, oh my goodness, how are you doing that? But if it is super painful, that's completely normal, and I promise you, as long as you do this regularly, there will come a day where you can do that and feel absolutely no pain. So again, working your way down, if you can, roll back and forth on those hot spots and come all the way down. Now, you want to feel this out as you begin, because you can roll too much and cause a lot of inflammation and a lot of soreness, and that's not going to be fun. If you do feel a little bit of inflammation or soreness, that's totally normal too, but if you are feeling that the next day, go ahead and take a break for 1 to 2 days before rolling again. As you continue to work your way into it and your body starts to loosen up and get used to the rolling, you'll be able to do this daily and it becomes quicker and more efficient over time. Now the next thing I want to do is show you how to properly use the foam roller on your back. This is important so that you don't injure yourself using the foam roller and so that you can gain the most benefits from it. So we're going to place the foam roller now horizontal to our body, and we're going to sit right in front of it just like so. One of the things that I like doing is arching the roller over my back very gently, and this will open up your low back. So you can do this as gently as possible, but make sure that you're comfortable doing it and you're not feeling any sharp pain whatsoever. You can slowly bring your head up first, squeezing with the core, and come up. Now to roll the back up, we're going to engage that core. I like to hug my chest like this and then lift the body up using your legs so that it's completely on the roller and your back is being supported by the roller. Now we're going to just very gently, vertebra by vertebra, roll up the spine. And you want to keep your chin slightly tucked so your head's not hanging loose, and keep that core engaged all the way up to the base of your neck, or I should really say right underneath your shoulders. You don't want to roll all the way up to the neck. That's the most important thing, which is why I like you to keep your chin down and your core tight. And then you can roll all the way up if your hair doesn't get stuck like mine. Make sure your hair is not in the way. Then you can continue to roll up again, and that should feel nice and good. And as you can see, I'm kind of crunching forward as I roll. It shouldn't be too much of a core movement. If you feel more comfortable doing this with your hands on the ground for support, go ahead and work your way into it. Just keep that spine nice and straight as you're rolling. And if anything, more curved forward rather than rolling with it open like this. This is just what I want you to avoid doing, is rolling like this. Okay, so you can also support your neck up here if you like. It's kind of nicer getting your shoulder blades doing that, but that is the proper way to position yourself when you're rolling your back. Another thing that people like to do is to place the roller right across the spine so that it opens up. This is something you would do very carefully, placing it here at the base of the spine, and then just gently walking your arms back, lifting so this corner is not pushing into the lumbar, and just lifting and opening that up. Now you can place a yoga block here or a pillow, but if you're not going to do that, support your head, I would recommend, unless you're very flexible to open. And as you can see, this is going to open your chest. This is really going to decompress the spine, and it feels so good. When you are in this position, don't do any rolling. It's just a nice position to get into. Lift up and then come off. So that is the best way to do it. Like I said, it's super important to feel your way out as you begin foam rolling on a daily basis. You want to make sure you have good form. You want to make sure that your spine is aligned and you're not hurting yourself in the process. Go as easy as you can, take as much pressure as you can as you go through it, and then if you do feel soreness, remember to take a break. It's also very important to get lots of water and good rest, like a good night's sleep when you're doing this. You're gonna have a lot of breakup if this is new, or if you're feeling a lot of those trigger spots or tightness throughout your foam rolling, and that's completely normal to feel maybe a little bit of the symptoms coming on, like you might break out a bit, or you might feel a little more under the weather, like you're about to catch a cold. A lot of times our muscles or our fascia like to store stress or other things within our body, and that becomes released when you're using the foam roller. So don't fret if that happens. Just make sure you take a day or two off, get good rest, drink lots of water, be healthy, eat well, get some fresh air, and continue to foam roll as often as you can, or as often as you feel like is necessary. There are amazing benefits that come with it. This is one thing that I can't live without. I really sleep a lot better, feel more flexible, less stiff, less stressed when I do this. So give it a try, and thank you for joining me here on Yoga EVO's video for foam rolling. I will see you next time.